You guys, a thing happened. Okay, so in response to my previous statement, this was obviously 100% my fault. I take all responsibility. Thank you. Good night. So, actually, I guess I should elaborate. This is now a fantastic little bracelet of sorts. No, I can, it's like, if it was longer, it could be like one of those tails from Dragon Ball Z when they have, this is a tangent that we do not need to go down. This was attached to my head in a certain place. I think, where did you used to live? Here. So you see, it is actually, I have to look in the screen so I can see what I'm doing. It's 2, and this is loose here, and it was attached to here. So this used to be like this, I guess, and now it's like this. What a shame. So the reason it's like that is because this thread, it's so annoying. Just stay where you're in a useful place. Used to be attached to this thread. It used to be one big fat thread, and it was like really annoying because it was right next to my face. And then I had the genius idea, which I always tell people specifically. I say, do not do this, and then of course I go and do it, because why would I follow my advice? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Why would I listen to me? So I cut it up the middle, and the problem with cutting it up the middle, if you cut a dreadlock up the middle, you're left with 2 new dreads, I guess, but they're both super weak. And this was one of those super weak halves. And as you can see, there's actually thread in it because it was so super weak that I didn't trust it. So I sewed thread through it. I talked about this in a previous video. It was that dreadlock extension video. In that video, I think I'm talking about this thread and the other half, which is also sewn but isn't as weak as this. So this was attached to here very weakly, and then there was some thread, and it was kind of just holding on with the thread, and it was getting really like annoying and scary because I could see that it was just like really thin and weak and crappy looking. Not this, you go away, this part. And I was convinced that I was going to be in the shower one day or out of the shower and drying my hair, and it was just going to give way, and I was just going to have like a dreadlock on the floor. Or actually no, I'd be more concerned if it got trapped in something and I'm just like out and about as you do, and you just leave a piece of dreadlock, because that'd be really weird. Like, he's losing dreadlocks in public. So I made the executive decision to go ahead and sort this out before it got that bad. I do not personally recommend cutting your dreadlocks in half if they're too thick in order to get too thin dreadlocks. This is the advice that I have always tried to maintain, and yet clearly have not followed myself. But this is sort of the warning. You're gonna potentially, possibly end up with a dread that you have to hold together with thread, and then just, you know, your little Dragon Ball Z tail that can be worn as a wristband. That is all. Do I have a positive note to end this on? Yes, I'm actually much happier now that this is gone because it's not annoying me. And I mean, there might be some weight to this. It might have lightened my head, probably not, but thank you for watching. Farewell. So, in continuation to my Dragon Ball Z idea, it needs to be longer unless, because have you seen Dragon Ball Z? I assume if you've not seen Dragon Ball Z, why are you watching this video? Because you want to learn about dreadlock stuff and not Dragon Ball Z stuff. Fine! It's recommended watching anyway, but they have like these, are they like part ape or monkey or something? But they have a tail, and I think if it was long enough to wear... No, too weird. Even if I keep this for the end of the video, it's gonna be too weird.